It is Sunday and I'm going to put this here while I get my seatbelt on, and I know I'm not driving and vlogging because that would be irresponsible. I'm in my driveway about to go to the gym and I'm going to go do some full body today, which I have not done in a long time and I'm probably going to die. I asked Sean, because he's helping me with my prep now, I said, what do you want from this full body session? Because he literally wrote, do a full body session. And I was like, okay, like how long? What am I doing? What's the goal? Is it hypertrophy? Is it about sweating? Like, what is it about? He said, do it as if you were telling your girls to do a full body session in a boot camp or a strength session. So sweat, work hard, and all of those things. So that is what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to pretty much do is the same session I took my clients through yesterday, that I'm going to put myself through and see how I die doing it. So that is what I'm going to do. It's going to be about 45 minutes of all-out hard work. That is going to be it. I'm on a super high carb day today, so that is the reason for it, just to get the metabolism cranking, get everything moving. And then I start dieting tomorrow. We'll be 22 weeks out of a very big prep series. So the last 2 weeks I've been in a caloric surplus, so my calories have been up. I weighed in this morning. Surprisingly, I did not gain weight since last week, and I've been on anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 calories a day. Yes, that is it. Happy with that. So it just means that my body is kind of settled, obviously enjoying more calories, and then we can get back into it next week. So I'm going to go hit the gym and get this done.
So the first superset that I will be performing is basically a full body movement. We're combining an overhead shoulder press and a lunge, which is a great one for basically your quads, your glutes, your shoulders, your core, everything. And what I'm doing basically rep wise, I've got 30 kilos, the bar's 20, I've got 10 on there. You can use whatever weight is comfortable for you. And I'm performing 20 push presses and then into 20 lunges. That is 20 net, not 20 on each leg, otherwise I'll probably be there all day. And then what I'm going to do is keep the rest as short as possible and go straight back into the push press for 16 reps and then 16 reps on lunges, and then 12 reps and 12 reps, 8 reps and 8 reps, 4 and 4, 2 and 2. I've cut out some of the reps for the video footage because it does get a little bit boring, but as you can see, I am needing a little tiny bit of rest between, but the goal is to keep your rest as short as possible. Complete it as fast as you can with good form, going full range of motion on the lunges, full range on the overhead press. And yeah, basically it totally gasses your full body. This is an awesome one to do and one that I love throwing in with my clients in their programs and boot camps, everything. So try this one at home, guys, and see how long it takes you with a heavy load to perform.
You better turn up. You better be there when I shake. Watch me rockin' if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby. Ooh, I live it. That's my choo-choo, choo-choo.
So the second superset we have here is Death by Burpees and Assault Bike. This is a horrible circuit. My goal was to do 20 and 20 for 4 rounds, and as soon as I started doing it, I was like, I'm gonna have to drop the reps on these to keep the rest short. So what I have done is basically 20 burpee jumps, if you want to call them, or weighted burpees, all the way chest to floor, and then superset that with an assault bike for 20 calories. And then I've come back to the burpees and I've done 15 burpees, 15 assault bike, 10 burpees, 10 assault bike, 5 burpees, 5 assault bike. I only filmed one set because the gym was getting really busy at this point and I didn't really think it was that interesting to show you technique wise. So that is what you are going to do and get that going for as quick as you can. After that last superset, so I had about a couple of minutes of rest, about 5 minutes until I did this one, and this is 30 seconds of trap bar deadlifts, and I'm using about 70 kilo superset with the battling ropes for 30 seconds on, and basically having a 15-second rest between each exercise, so quite short, keeping the intensity up, keeping the form good. And I completed 5 rounds of this, so all up it was about 6 minutes of work time. That is it for the workout. I was absolutely fried. Be sure that you have rest between each superset and give it a go at home. Tag me in it, tell me how you went with it. I would love to hear how you went, even on Instagram. Give me a tag at AliRound.
I will let you know through vibrations of me. Wouldn't let you go if you left me. Wouldn't let you go if we're standing miles apart. I'd be a domino. You would feel my flow on the ground beneath you.
So I hope you enjoyed that little bit of a sweaty workout. I know the camera angles were really crap, but it was super busy when I went in there to train and I didn't want to get people's ways, do all those things. I kind of set up and then someone would walk in and I'm like, okay, let's just do what we can. So that is pretty much it for me. I am currently eating a bowl of Nutri-Grain with some yogurt because it is 320 grams of carbs today, and then it is pretty much back to dieting macros, all that fun stuff tomorrow. I have no idea what Shawnee's got planned for me tomorrow, so I'm going to do my check-in, do my measurements, do all of those things, send them through to him, and then that's pretty much it. And I guess the thing that I just wanted to finish up this video with is, if you live in Australia and you're watching this video, there's been a lot of changes in the IFBB and all the stuff going on with the NPC over in the US. So if you're unaware, the NPC is basically the national federation of the IFBB, so to speak, over in the US, and it's basically their national scale. So in Australia we just have IFBB as a broad term, but if we have, say, a national event, we just call it our National Australian titles, whereas in the US they call it NPC or NPC Universe, NPC Nationals, all of these sort of things. So basically they don't have any pros, you know, they're pro status, so once you get your pro card, you then become an IFBB pro, so from the NPC. So NPC is almost the amateur league, whereas in Australia we don't have that, so it's obviously a bit confusing. And when I've told American friends before that I do IFBB, they're like, oh, you're a pro, and I'm like, no, I'm an amateur. It's a little bit different because we come under IFBB International, and now things have changed a little bit, so there is all of that going on at the moment. For me personally, I'm not too fussed by it because if for anyone watching this video, I guess it is going to affect a few people, but not a massive amount. They're giving out now these IFBB Pro cards and IFBB Elite Pro cards, which I need to do a little bit more research on, especially for clients and things like that. But what that basically means is they're starting a new pro league. So the pro league that has like your Phil Heath and Ashley Coltwasser and all of these people in America is going to be different. And then this new pro league is going to be from Elite Pro cards through the IFBB. It's really confusing, but they have done a few posts up on NPC Online, NBC News Online. And then also IFBB Australia has put up a statement of kind of where we fit into this. So the biggest thing that you need to understand, basically, if you're an Australian competitor, is understand now that you have the opportunity to still get a pro card in that pro league circuit that is IFBB Pro League. So with your Phil Heaths and your Ashley Coltwassers, you still have that opportunity, but you have to go and do a show that is a qualifier for that over in the US. I'm not sure whether they're going to have shows worldwide. They have announced, I think, the first two. Whereas if you're going to stay in IFBB International, which is your the Pro Elite cards and this new Pro circuit, then that is going to mean all of our shows that are within Australia. I'm not 100% sure what Arnold's is going to be yet. They haven't announced that, whether it's going to be the American one or the international. They haven't said that yet, so I think everyone's kind of waiting for that, but I'm guessing it's going to be international, so it's going to be with that, because most of the IFBB judges in Australia are affiliated with international, not as affiliated with the NPC. But again, I don't know. I'm not a judge. I'm not that deep into it, but I will ask and keep anyone informed that's anyone that's interested in that. So I guess the big thing is figuring out where you fit in. Now, NPC posing for bikini is very different to IFBB international posing. So that's going to be one big thing. And I believe that the physique look that they're going for is a bit different. With the IFBB international look, in your back pose, it's very different. So you move your hair off your back, really wide, really pulling the lats out, and it's a bit more about that width and shape in your back and not as much about the legs. You're not sticking your glutes out, you're more standing upright. Whereas with the NPC and the IFBB Pro League, then it's a bit different. In your back pose, you can do whatever you want. There's a lot more variability. You don't have to have as much of a big back because you can kind of hide it with your hair, which is great for me because my back's my weakest body part in terms of my shape. And it's more about the legs and glutes, so you're going to really push your hips out and extend the hamstrings. So I guess it comes back to what suits your physique better as well. My physique would probably more suit the NPC IFBB look, where it's a lot more glutes, hammies, about the lower body. Obviously you still need to have an upper body, you need to have shoulders, but it's not as much about having this width in your back and certain things, whereas that international look is very like tiny waist, broad shoulders, broad back, very, very tapered, which is not me. I'm much more athletic. So I think looking at all of this, I'm potentially thinking about maybe going and doing a show in the US next year with one of these sanctioned shows that international competitors can come to. I think it'd be really fun. Maybe even get like a whole crew of clients to go and do it, or some Australians and go over there. I think it'll be really, really cool. But I do still think that I want to do Arnold's in Australia, because I've never done it and I want to do a show here, because to be honest, it'll probably be my last run of shows ever, and then I will probably have a baby after this if all goes well. So that is the plan. So I think I'll probably just knock out a few in a row, be done with it, be happy, be proud of everything I've done, compete in a few different divisions, different federations, whatever it is, have some fun with it, because that's what it's about at the end of the day. I'm not doing this for a pro card. I'm not doing this for certain reasons, but to improve on my own personal physique and have a good time and bring a good package to the stage. So that's what it's about for me. So that is a little bit of an update, a little bit of a ramble. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I will be doing some more informative videos over the next few days. And I will also do a legging haul that a few of you have been asking for. So I do need to do that. I've just had a few new arrivals from Gymshark, and I've banned myself completely from online shopping for the next few months because we've got some big expenses coming up. We are building a house at the moment. The slab goes down in November, and then we're going to Japan. So literally no shopping for me, being a responsible adult, and that is where things are at. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and please comment below if there's anything you'd like to see on the channel. I'd love to give you content that you enjoy. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already down below, and I'll chat to you in the next video. See ya.